I'm going to be telling you guys my favorite shows, TV shows, TV series, that I'm currently watching, or some that I've started and that I haven't finished. So yeah, I actually got this idea from Soft ASMR, I believe, yeah. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna try to correct myself. Like, I'll put her name up on the screen. But yeah, from Soft ASMR. And I thought it was just a really good idea. But yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna be telling you guys those shows. And I'm gonna try to give like a brief description of what it is, just in case you haven't watched it. But yeah, also a little disclaimer, I'm kind of far away from the mic, so I hope you don't mind and I hope you can hear me well. But yeah. Okay, so let's just get started. So the first show I have written down, but the first show is the 100. So I'm very behind in the 100. I'm only on the 4th season, and I think there's like 7, or I don't know, there might be more, but yeah, I'm really behind. So yeah, but it's such a good show. If you haven't watched the 100, you need to. It's so good. It's like my favorite show because, I don't know, it's really good. Okay, I'm gonna try to describe it for anyone who hasn't watched it. So basically, there's like this nuclear thing that happened, and like the world was like, okay, Earth was like seen as unsafe for a while, and these people they live in like space, and I think it's called the Ark where they live, and basically they're trying to I suck at explaining. Okay, so I knew I was gonna be bad at explaining, so I came prepared. I'm gonna look up the description of it. 1 second. I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm gonna look up the description. You know how Netflix gives you like a brief like description of like what it's about. So okay. Anyway, so it says when nuclear I don't know how to pronounce that, destroys civilians on Earth, the only survivors are those on the 12 international space stations in orbit at the time. 3 generations later, the 4,000 survivors living on a space arc of linked stations see their resources dwindled and face declination measures established. To ensure humanity's future, desperately looking for a solution, the Ark's leaders send 100 juvenile prisoners back to the planet to test its habitability. Having always lived in space, the exiles find the planet fascinating and terrifying, but with the fate of the human race in their hands, they must forge a path into the unknown. It's so good. I hope you guys, I hope I did good, but anyway, it's so good. So basically, like, these kids, like teenagers, are testing out, like, they're going down to Earth and they're like basically trying to see if Earth is like able to be lived in again, and they're like finding things like along the way, and they're just going through these really like, I don't know, just like dangerous things, and they're doing it like all like alone because the adults, like all their parents and everything, are like still like on the Ark, like in space, so they're like doing everything on their own basically, and like it's just so good. I'm not good at explaining, so hopefully the explanation that I read was good enough. But anyway, that's the best show. My favorite character is Octavia. Well, was Octavia. I don't know. I really like Octavia. And yeah, I think that's my favorite character. Anyway. Okay. Oh my gosh, sorry. I don't want to like talk about it it's such a good show. Basically, so basically, it's kind of like, okay, I'm so sorry, I'm moving so much, I'm so uncomfortable. Let me readjust myself, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, okay, so the next show is The Rain, and basically it's kind of like another thing where, okay, so basically on Earth, okay, let me just read you the description. I suck at this, like, okay, so, it says, the world as we know it has come to an end due to a rain-carried virus that wiped out nearly everybody in Scandinavia. 6 years after that event, two Danish siblings emerged from the safety of the bunker where they have been staying. After discovering all remnants of civilization gone, they join they join a group of fellow young survivors, and together they head out on a danger-filled quest throughout the abandoned land in search of signs of life. The survivors think they have been set free from societal rules of the past, but they quickly find that even in a post-apocalyptic world, there is love, jealousy, and other coming-of-age dilemmas that young people have always faced. So, it's so good. Like, okay, it's just really good. So basically, they're trying to survive, and literally, the world is like, so it's another like apocalypse thing, but it's like, I just find those type of shows so like, and movies, like really, really good. I also, okay, I want to do another video where I'm like, telling you guys my favorite like movies as well, because I have a lot of movies, but I wanted to do like the shows and movies separately. Anyway, so like the show is so good. It's really addicting, and it's just like crazy. There's a lot of like twists and turns, things that you wouldn't expect, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just really good. I don't know how to explain it without like spoiling it. It's not new, so it's not like, I don't know, you probably have already seen it, but like if you haven't, I don't want to spoil it, but it's really, really, really good. Anyway, so the next show is, oh wait, and by the way, both of the 100 and The Rain is on Netflix. So anyway, the next show is Little Fires Everywhere. So this show is beyond good. It is very good, very, very, very good. It's a lot of like, okay, I want to describe it in my own words, but like I'm really bad at it. So basically, it kind of like the main characters are like these two families, and they're like completely different. So it's like this one family is like this girl and her mom. They just it's just them two, and basically they are okay, I wouldn't say they're poor, but they're not wealthy. And they travel around a lot. They don't live, they're not in a stable area, and they even like had to live in like their car at one point. And the mom is like an artist. She's kind of trying to, she kind of does art and stuff, and she doesn't have like I don't know, she does like paintings and everything, but she doesn't have like a stable like job, kind of, if I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, but then there's the other family that are like rich. They live in a really nice area, and they have like a mansion and everything, and I think there's like 3 kids, I think, and then there's like the mom and the dad. But basically they basically meet, and their families have like a lot of like twisted things, and I don't know, it's just like so many like, basically, okay, there's so many things that you just wouldn't expect. But okay, let me just read you the description. Oh my god, what is happening with my phone? Let me read you the description of the show. So wait, sorry. that description is really short. I don't really like the description because it doesn't explain anything at all. Is there another description of this? The description's really bad. Okay, well, the description says following the intertwined fates of the picture-perfect Richardson family and an enigmatic mother and daughter who upend their lives set in Shaker Heights, Ohio in the 1990s. So yeah, I forgot to mention, yeah, it's based back in the 1990s. This description is terrible, but it's so good. It's just really good. Basically, their families get together and they become like close, but there's like a lot of drama and like basically things just go like terribly wrong, and it just takes like a really big twist. But yeah, that's just, yeah, I don't know. I can't really explain it, but basically the mom and daughter, so the daughter of the mom, like the single mom, basically she likes the other mom, the rich mom, more. Like she's like relates to her more. She more like, yeah, she gets along with her more. And one of the daughters of the rich mom likes the other mom more. And they kind of have like, where it's like back and forth. They both want their like mom, like they both want the relationship that they have, like with the opposite mom. So yeah, anyway, it's a lot to explain, but I hope you guys haven't clicked off of the video yet because I'm so bad at explaining. Anyway, the next show is Superman and Lois. So this show's really good. It's Superman. It's literally just basically the story of Superman and how he met Lois. Lois. Yeah, I think I'm saying that right. And it basically is like it's just basically his story and like it's his story and his kids basically. I'm so sorry, I keep moving so much. So it's just basically like explaining like his life with his kids and how he tries to like balance being Superman and like being like a father and like just like and a husband. And basically actually I don't know if this is spoiling it or not, but okay, never mind. It goes into a lot about his family and stuff, and it does show like a lot of like drama and not drama. Okay, it shows more of his kids' lives as well, like them going to high school, them having to sacrifice so much because they're in trying to like hide, like trying to basically be normal, knowing that their dad is Superman, and they find out eventually, but they originally didn't know. But it's just like them trying to be normal like teenagers with knowing that their dad is Superman, and him still trying to be like there for them, but he has to still like save the world. And it just shows a lot, and it's like there's so much more to it. It's just hard for me to like explain, but let me look up the description. I wish I was better at explaining. I really do wish I was. Okay, so it says, after years of facing supervillains, monsters, and alien invaders, the world's most famous superhero, the Man of Steel, a.k.a. Clark Kent in comic books, famed journalist Lois Lane come face to face with one of their greatest challenges ever, dealing with being working parents in today's society, complicating the already daunting job of raising two boys. Clark and Lois worry about whether their sons, Jonathan and Jordan, could begins rediscovering old friendships in Smallville as the Kent sons are reacquainted with Lana and Kyle's rebellious daughter Sarah. Of course, there's never a dull moment in the life of a superhero, especially with Lois' father Jin, Samuel Lane, looking for Superman to vanquish a villain or save the day at a moment's notice. That was a long description. Okay, but yeah, that's what it's about. So there's a lot of drama and just a lot going on, and there's still things that they have to like, they're trying to figure out, but still kind of seem normal. So yeah. Anyway, I recommend all of these shows, like 100%. Anyway, the next show is Raising Dion. So they just recently came out with season 2. I completed the first season, and then there's now just season 2, I believe. Yeah. And the show is so good. It's basically about a little boy and his, a little boy, and then his two parents, and it's starring Michael B. Jordan. First off, let's just get that straight. I love Michael B. Jordan. Anyway, so Michael B. Jordan is the dad. But anyway, so basically, it's a lot to explain. It's like a lot to explain, but basically, the parents find out that their son has superpowers. So he is only, I think, like 8. How old is he? Let me look up the description. I know I'm gonna be terrible at describing any of this. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry about the camera moving. What is it? Oh yeah. So the description is very basic. It's not giving. It's just not giving what it's supposed to give. But anyway, okay, so it says a single mother must hide her young son's superpowers to protect him from exploitation. You get what I mean? While investigating their origins and her husband's death. So, Michael B. Jordan did die. Sorry if I just spoiled that. It was already in the description though, so I kinda had to tell you. But anyway, so yeah, she basically is trying to figure out, she's trying to like deal with the fact that she found out her son even has powers in the first place. And I think he's like 8, I think. Anyway, and he's like, he has like really like okay, his powers aren't like basic, like he has like real powers, like, and basically she's trying to like keep him safe and keep him like being normal, and like she doesn't want too many people to find out, obviously. But yeah, her husband did die, and she's realizing that her husband did have those same like powers, and that it did come from him. So it's just like she's trying to figure out like what happened with her husband and what caused like his death, and like it's a lot. It's just a lot, but it's so good. It's very good, and the second season is even like, it's already starting off really good. So yeah, it's hard to explain, but it's like a lot going on, and like people who found out, like, okay, this, sorry, oh my gosh, okay, I can't explain it, but it's really good. I definitely recommend it. I definitely recommend it. The next show is called The Zoo. I think it's just called Zoo. But basically, this show is, wait, let me turn on my mic. I feel like I'm trying to like yell, or not yell, but you know what I mean. Okay. So, this show is basically about this, like, these strange events happening like all over the world. These animals are like acting weird, like everywhere, like obviously like in the zoo, like in a zoo, that's, I think it's where it like starts off. But these animals are just acting strange. They're like reacting to something, like okay, basically these people are trying, I think it starts off with the science, no, there's like a few Okay, so it's okay. It says in this thriller based on James Patterson's best-selling novel of the same name, actor James Walk portrays Jackson as a renegade American zoologist overseeing safaris in Africa. As he begins to notice animals exhibiting strange behavior, attacks against humans starts occurring all over the world. The ferocious assaults accelerate and appear to be cunning and coordinated. Jackson races to solve the mystery behind the pandemic and stop it before no place is left for humans to hide. A team of executive producers includes James Bennett. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, they're trying to basically figure out what's going on with all these animals. Like, people are getting attacked everywhere in different places, and it's just strange. It's not normal, but they're not understanding like what's making these animals act the way that they're acting all of a sudden. So it's very, very good. I really, really, really like it. I'm not finished, obviously. I haven't finished any of these shows that I've listed. So yeah, but I will finish it. Anyway, yeah. Okay, so the next show. I'm sorry, let me adjust one more time. I'll be right back. Okay, so the next show is called Made. So I haven't watched that much of this show. I think I've only watched like a few episodes so far, but it is so good. I will warn you, it's kind of like, it's really sad. Like, if I'm being honest, I kind of, I don't know, when I was watching it, I kind of started, I don't know, it like made me really sad. Like, it's such a good show because it's realistic. Like, it's something that it's basically based off of, like, it's not based off of, wait, it might be based off of a true story. I think it is, actually. Is it? Okay, I don't know. But basically, it's stuff that happens, like, all the time, like, in real life, and it's really sad. That's what makes it more sad. But basically, it's about, it's just this young, woman and, her boyfriend, and she also has a daughter. I think she's, like, I don't know how old she is, but she's really, really little. I think she's, like, maybe 6. I don't know. I don't know her age. I might be, like, way off. But anyway, basically, this woman is in this, her boyfriend is basically, he's a little bit, okay, I don't want to call him, okay, basically, her relationship is toxic with her boyfriend, and he's not, okay, he's kind of abusive. He basically, they're not really getting along in their relationship, but he does take care of her, so she doesn't really have like a stable environment on her own, so she kind of depends on him. But he's like, you know, he gets drunk a lot, so he's not like in his right mind. And basically she ends up having to leave the house and trying to leave to a better environment, but she doesn't have any money or anything because she relies on him strictly for everything. So she tries to leave with her daughter to give her a more safe environment because, you know, he gets drunk and, you know, he throws things, he like breaks things, and so, you know, he's not safe to be around. So she tries to get a more stable environment, but she's trying to find her way around and she has no money. So she's like trying to, you know, find like a place to work, and she's, you know, she's basically traveling, and she can't really go far with, you know, not being able to provide for her daughter. But she even goes to like her mom, but her mom is not stable at all. Her mom basically doesn't listen to anything. She's kind of, I don't know, I think she like takes like drugs and stuff, so she's not really stable. Like, she doesn't really know how to help her. So she just doesn't really listen to her. She doesn't have a good relationship with her mom or her dad. Her dad actually got a divorce with the mom, so he's like off into his own world, and he kind of has a new relationship, so he doesn't really he's not really around, so he doesn't really help anything. And she basically is running around trying to get help, and nobody's really listening to her. No one's really there for her. So it's just like really hard, and it's so sad because it's really emotional just seeing her trying to like provide for her daughter and even for herself, and it's just like really sad. Sorry about the background noise. I'm like right by my window, so okay, I'm really sorry about that. Anyway, let me look up the description. I think I described it kind of good, but okay, so it says single mother Alex turns to house cleaning to make ends meet as she escapes an abusive relationship and overcomes homelessness to create a better life for her daughter Maddie. So it's pretty short description, but yeah, basically she's like trying to she takes a cleaning job to basically, that's the only thing that she can do basically to make any money at the moment, and yeah, the job isn't really going well. Like the lady that she works for is not really a nice person. She doesn't really, she kind of just, she gave her the job, but she doesn't really care. Like, she like basically Alex, the main character, she doesn't really even have like a car. That was really loud. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so basically she had an incident, like her car broke down and everything, and she was trying to explain to her like, I might be late, I can't make it, and she's basically telling her like, how life is, people are like that in life, but she's like, well, I mean, you gotta get here, like I don't really know what to tell you and stuff. So it's just like hard, like she's not getting any she's not being cut slack at all, and it's like really emotional. And she ends up going to this like shelter and trying to like seek help, and yeah, so it's just a lot. It's such a good show though, like I really recommend it, but if you get sad easily, you probably, I still recommend it, but like I think, I don't know, maybe you just like take breaks from it. I don't know, it's like really sad. Anyway, that's so loud. Guys, I'm so sorry, I'll be right back. I'm trying to wait till that leaves, like, okay, 1 second. Okay guys, so I don't think they're gonna leave anytime soon, so I apologize if they bother you or that bothers you in the background. But anyway, the next show is The Walking Dead. So it's actually embarrassing how behind I am. I'm only on I think like the 2nd season, and there's like 10, so I am beyond behind in this show, but it is so good. I don't think I really have to go into detail about like what it's about, because I'm pretty sure everybody knows what it's about. But anyway, if you don't know, it's basically about a zombie apocalypse. So yeah, the world just kind of, okay, so I'm gonna start from the 1st season. Like, I know everything's probably so much different now considering there's 10 seasons, but when it first starts off, it starts off with the main character, this police officer, and oh my gosh, that is really annoying. Okay, so it starts off with this police officer, and basically, my stomach's growling, so sorry about that. I can't even describe it, let me just look it up. Basically, the world kind of just abruptly, I don't know, let me just look it up. But I love like apocalyptic shows, as you can probably tell. It's my favorite, like apocalyptic shows and movies. It's just so interesting to me, like I really like it. Okay. Okay, so based on the comic book series written by Robert Kirkman, the gritty drama portrays life years that follow a zombie apocalypse. A group of survivors travel in search of safety and security, constantly on the move in search of a secure home, but the pressure each day to stay alive sends many in the group to the deepest depths of human cruelty, and they soon discover that the overwhelming fear of the survivors can be more deadly than the zombies walking among them. At times, the interpersonal conflicts present a greater threat to their continuing survival than the walkers that roam the country. So, yeah, it's really, really, really good. It's so good, but I'm so behind. I can barely like speak on what it's like really about because I'm so behind. But it's a very, very good. Anyway, the next show is High School Musical, the series. So, I'm pretty sure you all know the show. Well, not all, but basically, everybody knows about High School Musical. Like all the three High School Musical movies, they're very popular. I'm pretty sure everybody knows, and have watched them. But basically, High School Musical, the series, is just based off of those movies. They're not the same characters, so it's not like my stomach keeps growling. It's not like the actual characters from the show, but it's these. It's basically a whole new like cast. Like it's a bunch of different teens, and basically they are. It shows them basically in high school, and it's just basically set on. Okay, it's based on just like their everyday lives in high school, and they are doing a musical, an actual musical based off of High School Musical. So like Olivia Rodrigo, which is the main character, she is right, yeah. She basically is okay, it's so hard. Okay, basically they're like let me just look up the description. The show is so good. I love it so much. I'm actually addicted to it. I think it ended. Actually, I'm not sure if they're coming out with another season or it ended or not, but or it's still going. I don't know. But I honestly didn't want to watch the show when it first came out because I thought it was just gonna be like a remake of like High School Musical, but like in a show form. So I was like, I don't know how that's gonna work, but it's actually really good. Okay, so it says, okay, sorry, set at East High School, High School Musical, the series introduces members of the drama club and their faculty advisors as they work their way toward the opening night of the musicals that they produce. New romances blossom, old friendships are tested to their limits, while new ones are formed. Rivalries flare, and lives are changed forever as these students discover the transformative power that only high school theater can provide. So sorry about my stomach. Okay, so basically, yeah. So they're actually at the high school that High School Musical was basically filmed in. But basically, it's a lot of drama because it's okay. The thing that I like about this show is that it's realistic. It's not like it's like real like teen like problems. It's like they're going through like real life problems and like they're trying to like get through things. Like they're really like one of the characters, like she's like her mom is like in the military, I think, and she's trying like obviously she moves around a lot, but she's more known as like the mean girl in the show, but she's kind of into her life to like understand what she's really going through, because she's actually going through a lot, but she doesn't really talk about her feelings. So she's more like a closed off character in the beginning, but she's more open towards like the middle of the show, like when you get really into the show. But anyway, another one of the characters, their parents got divorced, and they're trying to like, you know, it's like a sudden divorce, sudden divorce, and it's like it kind of was just thrown at them, and they don't really know how to like take it, because it like really like affected them. And they just went through a breakup with one of the main characters, and it's like all the stuff is like real life problems. It's not exaggerated, because I feel like most like teen dramas or like movies that are based off of like high school are like really dramatic and they're not realistic. But I feel like this show is more realistic than all of those type of shows. Like they're actually like based off of real life events, not real life events, but like real things that could happen in real life. My stomach's growling so bad. I'm so sorry about the background. It's really bothering me. But yeah, it's like really. Oh my god, I cannot talk. It's real. I'm gonna quit. Okay. It's realistic. It's so realistic, and that's what I love about it. Yeah. So, yeah. That's what it's about. Anyway, the next show is Table Wars. So, this show, actually, my mom showed me. It's really good. So, I really love design shows. Okay, if you didn't know, which I'm pretty sure you don't, because I've never mentioned it, my mom. It is so loud. It is so loud. 1 second. Okay, it's not gonna stop apparently. So let me just continue on. But so basically, if you didn't know, my mom is actually, she has her own business, and she is an interior designer. So she's literally did my entire room. Well, at my old house, I actually moved now, but I didn't move out, like we moved. Anyway, so basically, she's an interior designer, and so she loves watching like design shows, and I actually love watching them with her. It's so good. Me, my mom, and dad, we all watch them. Oh my god, my stomach is growling. I'm starving. Okay, sorry. Anyway, so it's so good. Basically, it's okay, how do you describe it? Basically, it's like these I think there's like 6 people starting. I don't know, there's a handful of people basically, and they have these like challenges that they have to like, basically they all have to like, they're given like, okay, oh wait, sorry, Tamara from, I don't know if you know Tia and Tamara, one of the twins. She is one of the hosts of the show, but I think there's like 3 hosts. Anyway, so basically they're given challenges, and they have to do a design of like a table setting based off of the specific like challenge that they're given. So if they're given like, say if like the theme is like 1920s, which was one of the themes, they basically have to set a table, like a design based off of the 1920s. Or if they say the theme is like prom, or the theme is like a beach date or something, like they have to basically do all these crazy like themes, and like do like a really good table setting and design, while still like being creative, while still trying to like be like what's the word, while like still getting it like by, I don't know how to explain it. Let me just look up the description. Hopefully there is one. It's so good though. I love design shows. Martha Stewart judges 8 of the USA's best event designers as they compete against each other to create the best show-stopping large-scale party environments. Every week, one designer will be eliminated until one finalist will win $50,000. So yeah, they're eliminated like um every like week basically. So whoever, my god, that's distracting me. Anyway, so yeah, basically they're being judged on their designs, and whoever like doesn't have the best design at the time gets eliminated. So yeah, it's so good. Oh god. Okay, so I think I only have one more show, and the next show is also a design show, and it's called okay. The, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Okay, the next. Oh my god, what is going on? Okay, this was a really bad time to film a video, but the last show is called Rock the Block. So basically, this is so good. Basically, it's about, okay, so it's like all these different designers basically come together on the show, and basically they're all given a house on one block. They're each given a house on the block. Oh my gosh. They're each given a house on the block, and they're all the same house. Like, they're all designed the same and like structured the same. And oh my gosh. Guys, 1 second. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. Okay. So they're each given like the same like type of house basically on the same block, and basically we're going against each other to okay, so basically they're each going against each other to design the best like house. So like they I think it's like, okay, so they work in partners, but basically they have to try to design the best house. So they're judged like each like episode. They're judged on a different location in the house. I'm pretty sure. I think so. Oh my god, what is going on? I swear it's never this loud. Like, what is going on today? Anyway, I'm losing I can't even remember what I'm saying. So, the last episode that I watched with my parents, was they were all working on the kitchen. So each, partner, like each set of partners had to design the best kitchen. And then next they'll do like the bedroom, they'll do like the bathrooms, and they each have to like design the entire house, and they're judged based on who, basically the judges have to decide which house they like the best, and they win a certain amount of money at the end. But let me look up the description. Sorry about the noise in the background. Okay, so says HGTV renovation stars face off against one another as they try to add value to identical properties in the Los Angeles area, with only 4 weeks to complete the project and win a cash prize. So it's really good, like, seeing them like work, like battle against each other, and like, I don't know, it's just really fun to see like who wins at the end and stuff. Like, it's really good. Anyway, that's all of the shows that I have for today. On the next video, I'm gonna try to do movies, like my favorite movies and stuff like that. So I'm so sorry about the background noise. I